to you by Puffin.
Wildlands by Brogen Murphy. Read by Robyn Holdaway. Welcome to the Wildlands. Imagine a Britain without the howl of the wolf or the growl of a bear. Way back in the 2020s, this was the sorry state of our overcrowded island. Intensive farming, climate change, pollution, urban expansion. Animals simply had no place left to go. While large predators had already been lost centuries before, now even common garden species were on the brink of extinction. The hedgehog, the badger, the humble bumblebee. A generation of children faced a future with silent skies, empty forests, and dead rivers. But just when we looked to be on the brink of disaster, a visionary plan was unveiled. What if we could bring back the lost animals and create a place where nature could not only survive, but thrive? An idea this bold couldn't be kept to a quiet corner of the countryside. It had to be bigger than we'd ever dared dream before. And so, an enormous area of farmland, forestry and national parks, covering much of northern England and southern Scotland, was chosen. First, the bison, beaver, boar, elk and eagles were released. Then, after all humans had safely left, followed the fiercest predators, wolves, bear and lynx. Free once again to choose its own destiny, the landscape slowly transformed into a vast wilderness of forests, meadows, scrubland, rivers, lakes, beaches and wild seas. To allow people to enjoy this unique environment, a 10-mile-wide buffer zone was established around the edge of the project. So why not come hike with pine martens through pristine forest, canoe with otters down crystal-clear rivers, and fall asleep under 1,000 stars to the whoop of a long-eared owl? But be warned, you must not cross the boundary line into the heart of the wildlands. Our intelligent alarm system has ensured that no one has set foot in the core of the project for 20 years. Untamed, unmonitored and undisturbed, this is a place for nature to keep its secrets. What happens there, we can only guess. However, you may catch a glimpse if you ride the train from London to Glasgow, for this high-speed rail line crosses right through the middle of the project. Extract from Your Guide to the Wildlands, 2050 edition. 1. An alert popped up on Astrid's screen. Low battery, 10% remaining. She tried resting the phone on the in-seat charging block, but, as with the 5 previous times she tried this, nothing happened. She tossed the phone with a clatter onto the tray table in front of her. With her eyes off the screen, she became aware again of the train carriage around her. The other passengers were silently absorbed in their devices or talking quietly, their low voices mixing with the gentle hum of the electric engine. Astrid glanced out of the window. The train was raised above the ground now, level with the tips of the trees. They must be in the wildlands. She had a vague memory of Mum explaining about the train being raised up to avoid catching animals on the track. Her mum would know, being one of the original founders of the Wildland project, a fact Astrid wasn't allowed to forget, with everyone going on about it all the time. "Can you see anything?" Here was another fact Astrid wasn't allowed to forget. She was supposed to be looking after her little sister, Indy. When their carriage had emptied out at Manchester, Astrid had made Indy move over to the double seat opposite. Now they were straight through to Glasgow without stopping.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?